Okay, now I have, you'll see that I've sewn the sides, those, okay? And on this one, this underneath piece did not extend all the way down as the trim, as far as the trim, so I had to extend it like 3/4 of an inch. Sometimes when you turn the ends of these little pieces, it doesn't match all the way to the bottom, but that's right, because this is going to be the part we're going to sew. So you're not going to see it anyway. It's going to be tucked inside the burse, and that's okay, so that way there won't be all that bulk at the end. So actually I prefer it not to come all the way down, but some people want it to come all the way down, and that's how it is. So now we are going to go in here, and we're going to push and pull this right sides. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to insert that matting in there. I did mention before, and I'm sorry, I forgot, that I always put a cross, like an arrow, going this way, so I'll know how this cardboard goes into the burse pocket. Because usually this side here I end up trimming. So now we're going to stick the cardboard in here, or the matting. I find cardboard is a little too thin. That's why I get that framing. Have to be careful, because a lot of times there's fibers of that. This does fit, and it doesn't buckle, so it's okay. But if it forces the cardboard in the wrong configuration and it's not flat, then you do have to trim those edges a little more. So now that I see I can get it in there, okay, now I'm going to take it out, and I'm going to trim those corners. There you go. Turn it. You just put your finger in the edge, and it turns quite nicely. Now, what are we going to remember not to do? Cut the threads, right? So I'm going to trim it here, trim it here, go to the other side, trim, angle, angle. Okay, now I'm going to turn it back. This video ends up being longer than the other one because I am going into detail, okay? Now you can see that the seam, at the bottom, you say, oh, maybe I did it wrong. But no, you didn't. I'm going to turn it now. Now the seam's at the bottom, see? That's why you put right sides together. Sometimes you think, oh, this isn't going to be right, but it is. When you slip this in, you should try to slip it. Let me show you. I'm going to slip it here, not on this other side, here, so you don't see that seam. Oh, make sure, there's the arrow. There it is. Okay. This takes some time. We're not in a hurry, are we? Hope not. Don't ever be in a hurry. That's when you catch the threads, or you have a lot of problems with it. As you do it, you can pull on either side. I don't know if it's pulling necessarily. Going to make sure that the cardboard stays where you want it to go. You don't want it to go on the blue side. You want it to be on the fabric side. This side is a little bit tighter than the other one. That's all right. Still going to be fine. When you get to the top, I'm going to make sure, see it slipped under. I can feel it. I want the cardboard in between the two fabrics and not the lining. Where are you? You're slipping for me. Oh, see if I can feel it. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time. So I'm just doing that today. You got to play with it. Till all of it is underneath. Okay? Let me get the other one. My arrows down here. Slip it in there. And again, put it not on the blue side, but on the gold side. Nope, the other one is. Now this one is. Okay. There we go. Where is it? Yep. Okay. Tuck those two ends in. Take your fingers, roll it against that. This is the fun part, right? You can always press this down again, okay? So it lays, you can get that blue in there so it doesn't show. Might show a little, okay? Now, I'm going to take some pins along the top and hold the lining together. Pull it up. Okay. Once that's done, you can, if you want, trim off some of this excess here of the blue, if you dare. It's up to you. But I'm going to stitch it here. Then I'm going to cut and like a rectangle, okay? I'm gonna cut, come down here, cut it, cross like this, and up. Now I'm gonna leave a little piece on either side. Then when I'm done with that, that's gonna get tucked in here. Turn it, tuck it in there. Because it's stitched, it's not going anywhere, right? I'm going to turn these edges like that. You can trim them. Turn it over like this. This one will be also turned, see? These little blue things will be tucked inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some sewing on it, and I will come back and show you, okay?